Hi boys and girls, our review skill today is changing a fraction to a decimal to a percent. One thing that we need to remember is that all fractions are actually division problems. So I could essentially divide 16 by 20 and get my answer as a decimal. But when you find that the fraction is compatible with 100, it makes things a whole lot easier. So if I know that 20 times 5 gets me 100, then I know whatever 16 times 5 is going to actually even give me the percent or the decimal. 16 times 5 ends up being 80. We know that when we say 80 100ths, we actually just said the decimal. And then we know that all percents are out of 100. So when you have 80 out of 100, you essentially have 80%. Things get a little trickier when you have something that you know doesn't go into 100 evenly. Like I know 30 times nothing gives me 100. So there's a couple different ways that you can figure this out. You can actually do the division problem of 27 divided by 30. I know that 30 does not go into 27, so I have to actually make a decimal and add a 0. And when I do that, I know that 30 goes into 27 0 times, and then I'm just going to go ahead and move on to this actually being 270 divided by 30, and I know that 30 goes into 27 9 times, and so that actually works out really great. So 270 minus 270 is 0. So I just found that 27 30ths is the same as 90 100ths, which equals 90%. Another way that I can solve this is I can see if there's any reducing of 27 30ths to make it something compatible with 100. I know if I divide both 27 and 30 by 3, I'm going to get something that works nicely. 30 divided by 3 is 10. 27 divided by 3 is 9. When I set that equal to 100, 10 times 10 gives me 100. So 9 times 10 gives me 90, which I know 90 100ths is written as a decimal as 90 100ths. And then that becomes 90%. When you have something, again, that you know is not compatible with 100 just by looking at it, see if you can divide the fraction down first. So I'm going to pause for a second, or I want you to pause for a second and see if you can figure out what 36 and 45, a factor that they both have, that's going to help us make it something compatible with 100. Okay, 36 and 45 both have a factor of 9 that I think is going to help us. So if I divide both 36 and 45 by 9, 36 divided by 9 is 4, and 45 divided by 9 is 5. So then again, I know if I set that equal to 100, 5 times 20 gives me 100. So 4 times 20 is going to give me my numerator of 80. 80 100ths, the decimal is written just like you say it, and then that becomes 80%. So there, boys and girls, those are some examples on how to change a fraction to a decimal to a percent. So anytime you get a score on in our class or a grade and you ask, is that an A, B, C, whatever, you can figure that out by either dividing the fractions or seeing if you can make it something compatible with 100. So good luck. I know you can do it. Ask questions if you need to.